All right, welcome back, viewers. My next guest is a Slovakian, a visual artist, and a very dear friend. Now, her love for the countryside of Assam and Meghalaya reverberates throughout her canvases in an almost effortless manner to inspire people. Let's meet Jana Bednarova. All right, Jana, welcome to the program. Well, you know, we will come to your love with the Northeast India later. For now, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long have you been living and painting here in the region?
Thank you very much for inviting me. I feel really proud. Thank you, Aaron. I'm happy to speak to you after a long time. So I'm a visual artist. I'm from Slovakia, and I came to India in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. It was a long time back. I came to for an internship through ICCR. There was one program I applied, and I came to MS University Baroda, where I finished my master degree in painting. And I came the first time to Northeast for my research, for my final thesis. And one can say that I stayed ever since, but I used to come and go. From 2014, I used to come and go to Northeast, to Assam. And later on, I moved to Meghalaya, I guess at 2015. So I have been painting in Meghalaya. Then I started my series of plein air painting. So that has started in 2015-16. So you can say 6-7 years in Meghalaya, like that.
So, Jana, on plein air painting became the characteristic art technique for yourself. Can you explain to our viewers what on plein air painting is all about?
Plein air means basically painting outdoor, directly on the spot. And for me, my main motive of painting outdoor, in the spot, then in a studio, it's to capture the exact moment in that place and the capture atmosphere, which I found very different when I'm painting outdoor, directly in the spot, and when I'll be just clicking some photos or making maybe some videos and Googling something and then working in a studio. So let's say just different style of painting, which involves to work with direct with the reality in front of you in the countryside. Plein air is countryside. It's not like working with a model. And for me, it's very important because I found it really helps me to develop my practice better than working in a studio, because I can really, it's for me not only just painting what I see, but also exploring what is happening on the canvas and what is happening with me. So it's one kind of process which I found like really important or interesting for me, which I found myself in it to more paint outside or get inspired by the places outside. And specifically me, I used to go to I try to search for the places which are like untouched nature or more of the wild jungles. So my main motto for that is to capture the portrait of the place and like preserving it in my painting.
And you know, you've been painting and documenting the beauty that the Northeast India has to offer. How has it changed your perspective and enriched the craft you're into?
So I started like a few years back, and enrich my craft means that I used to paint by oil paint or oil. I used to use oil painting, and later on I had to switch to acrylic painting on canvas. And nowadays, it has been 2 years, I'm trying to develop one technique where I will use more eco-friendly materials. So when I go to, when I do the expedition to some places, then I don't want to use the acrylics and the plastic materials. So I'm trying to develop new technique which involves the traditional pigments Hangul Haital, which are known in Assam, and other pigments. And I'm trying to paint on silk. So I explored already the mulberry silk, but I would like to go more forward with the airy silk, also from Meghalaya. And I have been painting on one Tassar silk also. It's not only painting on canvas. I have explored this, or I'm trying to explore more the painting with ecological materials. And I'm definitely trying to involve other media like video to more convey the story, which is with my painting, and which is about to portray the beauty which used to be there, and which I would like to preserve this way for the next generations because of these ecological changes and everything what is happening with our weather nowadays. We don't know how the jungles and wild nature will gonna look like in the future.
Now, would you paint us a picture of the painting scene back home and painting scene here in the Northeast?
So in terms of career in Europe, there is, I would say, like there is more on infrastructure and more institutions which works with the artists. And me myself, I'm a professional artist with an academic background because of I studied till master degree. And there are certain galleries which will exhibit only artists who choose art practice as a career, as their career. Although they are doing other works, I also do different other works, but I practice my art like nearly every day. And therefore I'm called the professional artist, or I'm called like the practiced artist. And there are galleries or institutions which work with, we call it in Slovakia, unprofessional artists who just are having the passion for art and they are good at it, and they are just trying to develop their personality and share their art with other people. And that means like that is another platform. And there are many other platforms which involve education and other streams and artists, and they try to connect art to society. So there, let's say like there is many layers of platforms in my place where I'm finding my own space. And I suppose I had two solo shows which were just about my art practice, and I've been participating in some group shows. Whereas in Northeast, I see, suppose here in Meghalaya, past 6 years, I don't know if I've seen any exhibition of the solo professional artists who practice the art for art. And there is more of some initiatives doing some maybe group shows, trying to revive some traditional art or some traditional forms, which is good. But therefore, I'll call it like here is very much in preliminary stage. But it's great. I can say it's great that people, also young people, after this corona, move back home and they are trying to do something in their place. So I believe I'm to see more and looking forward more. So I would say like for me also being here in Northeast, since there is very small art platform, so that's why we develop our own art platform called Picasso Pupils, where we organize art residency called Artist Point. And we do another small initiatives. And also back in Slovakia, we are creating our own kind of space, because there is, for myself, it's just my opinion, I found myself, either you go to the art centers like Delhi and Bombay or anywhere in the world, and you try to pursue your career there, or if you want to stay in your own place and you feel, oh, this is the place where you want to also help other people, or like you want to do something creative, then you should just go ahead and do whatever the place offers, because there is a lot of potential here. And as I said, like I haven't seen that kind of exhibition of the professional artists, is that I haven't seen that suppose curators and art historians and artists comes together and create one kind of story where when you as a viewer comes and you just don't see a beautiful paintings, it's nice, but you see some thought which has been conveyed through some exhibition or some installation. And there is so many opportunities here. So even it takes and I would definitely advise, even it takes a long time, it's worth it, and it's better to focus on the quality than doing something fast and quick cooking kind of art. It's better to just be honest and do your true art yourself. That's how I am trying to do, and that's why I'm not exhibiting 10 times in a year, just 1 or 2 times, but I'm really focusing on what I do, how I do it, and why I'm doing it.
Now, Jana, with digital art aggressively asserting its presence, how do you see the future of on-plein air painting unfold?
I have been asked many times to focus more on video, on some intermedia practice, So I tried something like that. I really tried, but for me, I found myself more comfortable, or not comfort. It's very uncomfortable to go to exterior paint in a jungle or in some outdoor place. But in that discomfort, I found something more challenging and something what moves me forward. And it's much more important for me to be actually live with my art and with the place which I am depicting, or which atmosphere I'm depicting. And then for me, just the video or just other medias are for me just to convey my story or my message. So I would say, like, with the aggression of the media or of the media coming to the traditional art, it's definitely enrichment. But for me, doing the plein air painting is an answer to that, because those art practices which involved video and multimedia are there for 20 years. And I believe the people who goes to galleries and who follows art, they feel quite refreshing to see actually traditional media as a painting on canvas.
So, what's in the pipeline, Jana? Exhibitions, projects, anything of that sort in the future?
So now with the new year, I have to continue my series of the paintings, which are related to working with the traditional materials, as I said, with those silks, which I'm gonna paint. And I am very happy that I have been granted a scholarship to work in plein air in Kazironga National Park, which is going to be funded by Art Council of Slovakia. I have tried for 2 years, so this year they accepted my proposal. So I'll be going to Kazironga, and I'll be going to the jungle, which is not like in Meghalaya, where you are kind of safe because there is less animals in the hills. But in Kazironga, Kazironga is a little bit more challenging. So I'm really looking forward how it's gonna work out, how I'll be able to go there, and how my work will be coming up, because I can't stay definitely between the tigers and wild elephants long. But I'll be definitely trying to find the solutions how I can paint there and capture that beauty of the untouched nature in a national park. And then I should have one presentation in Guwahati, so I'll be definitely inviting you. So I'm be looking forward to meeting you there. And then I'm having this artwork that's going to be exhibited in Slovakia. I'm having a solo show in District Gallery in town of Trenčín. And hopefully by the end of the year, we will be doing our art residency program if the pandemic situation allows us. And there is one ecological project also, which we are working on right now for Meghalaya, where we are we are trying to bring the knowledge of the architects from Europe for the ecological model guest house or house. That is another one kind of thing which I'm involved in. That is to bring some ecological practices into the architecture, into the living, which not only me, but many people who comes from outside are suggesting, or we are discussing about it, like why people are having concrete houses, why they don't use different materials, why there are to eliminate cardboard footprint and also to live more healthy. There are some systems and solutions which are used in Europe and which can be brought here. So that is another thing which is, well, once that is going to be done, it's going to be one big achievement to help to live more ecologically in this beautiful place.
So you fell in love with the place and you found love as well. Congratulations on the wedding. So that means we're going to be seeing more of you around, and that's very good.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your congratulations. And I'm looking forward to see you in person, maybe in Guwahati or back here in Meghalaya. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Well, you know, Yana is just so amazing on every level. It's just very rare to come across someone so gifted, humble, and kind. Well, who says painting has to be within boundaries? A big shout out to all my guests for inspiring and for giving wings to our imagination. The world certainly needs more of y'all. I'm Aaron Lyngdoh. This is Showtime. Until next week, goodbye.